Currently, the temperature is 74 degrees under cloudy skies. Here's your local Doppler radar. Overnight, thunderstorms. Some may contain heavy rain. A few storms may be severe. Low 64. For Friday, morning thunderstorms. High 75. Winds light and variable. Chance of rain 60%. The week ahead.
Welcome back, everyone. Taking a live look at Atlanta, where some generic thunderstorms are still moving through. I say that because the good news is that the south side extreme tornado threat has come down. No longer a tornado warning on the south side. Still a thunderstorm headed towards that I-75, I-675 interchange. No longer warned on. Now it's time to kind of survey and pick up the pieces around the Newnan area, where we are told that several structures were damaged by the storm coming through. We'll update you as we get new information from there, but the good news, Atlanta and the south side, no current tornado warnings. On the other hand, we know that there were some issues in Centerville, Alabama earlier today. Let's take a listen at some new video coming into us here at the Weather Channel tonight.
Oh my God. God, be with these people.
You can tell what we're looking at here.
Oh
a giant root ball there. So a tree came over, and then was that a home? Maybe a mobile or modular home that rolled and is just everywhere? It is amazing how these storms can change the landscape. Change what you thought was permanent, and it's just not, right? When you see all of that debris around. Scary, scary day today across the south. Here's another example of just how ferocious these storms were as they came across Alabama. Just outside of Birmingham, southeast side, this is the Lake Purday area. Look at that home. That is a concrete wall right in there, past that all that debris. That is the foundation. The rest of the building is now removed off of that brick facade and concrete foundation. When you see that, you think EF3, maybe EF4 damage. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what the National Weather Service finds as they survey the area. So a tornado struck that town of Centerville on Thursday afternoon, and residents then emerged from their safe space and quickly began to survey the devastation and look for other survivors in need of help. The Weather Channel's Robert Ray shows us what it was like.
On Thursday afternoon, a tornado ripped through this town, Centerville, Alabama. Under 3,000 people. You can see behind me down trees, and now heavy machinery trying to rip open a pathway to get into people's homes that have been destroyed. There are fire department and police, ambulances, and still rain falling here on Thursday evening as we are about to lose light here in this town of Centerville.
You tell me where's the closest place to go.
Right straight down the driveway. It's the only way. If you can get it to get a side-by-side, you can get my mama out. Now, it's clear enough for a side-by-side.
The light continues to go down. Darkness is upon us. They are looking for a woman that they know is back through that rubble. She's unable to walk out by herself. She is elderly, and they're going to do their best to try and remove trees and get in there to get her out. A major problem here is that there is another storm that is possibly going to track to this area, and there's so much debris here that they guys don't think that they can make it through before the other storm comes. So they're going to advise the woman who is trapped back in her house to hunker down between walls during this. But you could see, I mean, just the amount of people out here trying to make this rescue happen, the heavy machinery and the dark woods behind me that were taken apart by the tornado that came through here earlier on Thursday. There is an evacuation happening. You can hear right now, this storm is upon us, and everyone is making their way out of here right now. This is very dangerous. There are vehicles, there are still people stranded, and I myself am gonna race to my vehicle and try to find shelter immediately. It's been an hour or so since we all left that area because of the possible storm coming back in. Well, we have returned, and first responders have decided it's just not safe to continue tonight in the dark with the downed power lines and the broken trees and the debris everywhere. The woman who is trapped is doing okay, according to her family and officials. She's going to hunker down in the house tonight, and when that sun comes up, people will start cutting away, going back in there to get her to safety and assess what has happened here in Centerville, Alabama. Robert Ray, The Weather Channel.
It is amazing when the communities come together like that after an event, and even with that many people, they still had trouble getting to that woman. And we'll wait for updates from Robert. Want to go into Carl now in the lab. Carl, for the first time since I think mid-afternoon, I don't think we have any active tornado warnings in the U.S. right now after, what, 12 hours of that?
Yeah, it's been an awful day today and just a terrible night tonight in the Atlanta metro area. Newnan hit by a tornado. That cell now over into the 75 corridor and near McDonough right in there. There's no warning on it right now, but there are additional cells coming up into the Atlanta metro and then across I-20, and we've still got that warm and humid air in place. We've still got fuel available for these storms, so we'll need to continue to watch for the possibility of severe weather overnight. Also severe warnings just outside of Knoxville and along that 81 corridor, and a tornado watch in effect until 2 o'clock in the morning. We'll have more updates as necessary right here on the Weather Channel.